I was reincarnated as an ordinary black egg. The goddess-level beauty with godlike talent just glanced at me once. She insisted on forming a contract with me, ignoring everyone's objections. Not only does she have to hug me to sleep every night, she even brings me with her when she takes a bath. This is because the campus beauty is actually the martial emperor. She has returned after being reborn. She originally planned to contract a top-tier ice phoenix based on her memories from her previous life. But she never expected to encounter me, who transmigrated into a dragon egg. So she decisively gave up the ice phoenix and turned around to contract me instead. At this moment, Leng Yuyao from Jiao Academy was clenching her fists tightly, thinking back to her previous life when she pursued the pinnacle of martial arts. She casually contracted a weak spirit beast. She never expected that even when she reached the end of the martial path, she still couldn't break through. Not only was her spirit beast easily slaughtered, but even she herself died in the beast tide. In this life, she will never repeat the same mistake. She must focus on studying beast mastery. She still remembers that in this giant beast nest in her previous life, there was a spirit beast with tremendous growth potential. It was her arrogance in her past life that caused this spirit beast to be contracted by someone else. This time, no matter what, she must obtain it. As the giant beast nest opened, Leng Yuyao quickly made her way deep into the nest. She looked around. Sure enough, she saw that blue ground chicken, a being that could one day become an ice phoenix. Just as she was about to form a contract, a black egg beside her suddenly erupted with an incredibly powerful aura. At this moment, I was just waking up, feeling groggy inside the egg. I discovered it was pitch dark all around. A sharp pain suddenly shot through my head. Congratulations to the host on a successful reincarnation. The gold trait system has been bound. You will receive a gold trait every time you level up. Ancestral Dragon Bloodline card has been auto-bound for you. Listening to the information in my mind, I couldn't help but grin from ear to ear. Not only did I transmigrate to the Beast Tamer's world as a dragon, but I even got a system on set. But I suddenly realized a serious problem. This is the world of Beast Tamers. Doesn't that mean I'm a spirit beast that needs someone to form a contract with me? Thinking about this, I silently prayed in my heart, hoping the one to contract with me is a pretty girl. Outside the dragon egg, Leng Yuyao was full of shock in her eyes. Could this terrifying aura really be coming from a dragon egg? How could there be a dragon egg in this giant beast nest? You should know that in the world of beast tamers, dragons are the supreme beings. A single dragon form creature is enough to make the entire Xia nation, even the whole world, go crazy. It's the spirit beast countless people can only dream of. But to think such a creature appeared in the giant beast nest. After a long while, the pressure faded away. Leng Yuyao slowly calmed down. She stared passionately at the dragon egg in front of her. Judging by her evaluation, the egg's grade couldn't possibly be lower than divine beast level. If she could hatch a pure-blooded dragon, she'd be hitting the jackpot. She quickly stepped forward, bit her finger, and dripped her blood onto the eggshell. As the contract was completed, the dragon egg suddenly burst out in a powerful golden glow, and I could feel subtle changes happening to my body. Ding! Success! Contractor, Leng Yuyao. Wow, I actually got contracted. And it's even a girl. Too bad I haven't hatched yet, so I can't tell if she's the campus queen in black stockings. I glanced at my system panel. Name, Jiang Nian, species, dragon. Level, 1. Can hatch at level 2. Current intimacy, 3. Little Yao Yao. Whether I hatch early is all on you. After completing the contract, Leng Yuyao hurriedly checked the dragon egg's attributes. But to her surprise, she couldn't see any information at all. Could it be because it hasn't hatched yet, so the information can't be accessed? But she didn't think too much about it. She carefully picked up the dragon egg and walked toward the exit. Outside, it was all bustling excitement. As the giant beast nest was about to close, everyone was excitedly leading their contracted spirit beasts. Gathering outside the nest, they all bragged excitedly about the spirit beasts they had contracted. While everyone was showing off, a confident girl walked over. In her hands lay a ground chicken. While everyone was busy showing off, a confident girl walked over. In her hands lay a ground chicken. It was the very ice phoenix Leng Yuyao was eyeing earlier. While Leng Yuyao was stunned by the dragon egg's aura, that ground chicken sneaked away from the area and ended up being contracted by the girl. Li Zhuan, am I seeing this right? You actually contracted a ground chicken? Bijuan, your talent score is as high as 80. So why would you contract a ground chicken? Isn't that a total waste of your talent? Many of the teachers also looked upset, feeling a bit displeased inside. Because beast tamers are strictly ranked, too, before awakening their talents. The academy tests every student's potential. Students with higher talent will have a much smoother road as beast tamers. In terms of talent, Li Zhuan is ranked second in the academy. Sensing everyone's negativity, that ground chicken suddenly opened its eyes wide, letting out a phoenix cry that pierced the heavens. The sound was so loud, it shook the entire academy. That's a phoenix cry. It actually has phoenix blood. The academy's teachers and even the principal, after recovering from their shock, were beside themselves with joy. That's a phoenix cry. Who would have thought this is a spirit beast with phoenix blood? Hearing those words, phoenix blood, everyone gasped in shock. That really is phoenix blood, second only to dragon bloodlines. And its starting level is divine. The principal, Wu Lin, was overjoyed. There are fewer than 20 beast tamers in the whole country who have divine beast-level partners. After a long moment of astonishment, everyone suddenly thought of something. They turned to look toward the entrance of the giant beast nest. Li Zhuan contracted a divine-level spirit beast. So what about Leng Yuyao? The academy's two top geniuses, Li Zhuan and Leng Yuyao, especially Leng Yuyao, whose talent is an unbelievable 99, a 1 in a million super genius. With such talent, just what kind of spirit beast could they contract? As everyone waited in anticipation, Leng Yuyao slowly walked out carrying me. At this moment, something strange suddenly happened. The once blue sky suddenly turned deep gray. Thunder rumbled. A black, shadowy dragon roared through the clouds. Everyone looked up in awe at the terrifying spectacle, their breathing becoming rapid. Even the spirit beasts in their arms shrank back in fear. A heavenly phenomenon appeared. Wu Ling gasped in shock. Meanwhile, powerful figures from the 4 great academies sensed the disturbance and hurried toward Jiao Academy riding their spirit beasts. After the terrifying phenomenon faded after a while, everyone stared intently at the exit. Leng Yuyao could be seen slowly coming out, carrying the dragon egg. She still had no idea what had just happened. But when everyone clearly saw the egg she was holding, they were instantly stunned. No one could figure out why she'd take such a big risk to contract an unhatched spirit beast. Many powerful figures hovering in the air all frowned. They can't sense any aura from inside the egg. They can't even tell what kind of creature it is. Just when everyone was completely confused, a student suddenly screamed, "I got it!" The phenomenon earlier wasn't caused by Leng Yuyao. It was Li Yixuan. It was the god-level spiritual beast in Li Yixuan's hand that caused it. That person's words instantly enlightened the crowd. Everyone started agreeing. So that's how it is. It's because of that phoenix cry earlier, which brought about a heavenly phenomenon. I knew it. Just an ordinary egg. How could it cause such a terrifying phenomenon? Yixuan's contract is a god-level beast with phoenix bloodline. It's only natural for it to trigger such a phenomenon. Upon hearing this, those deans from the other academies were jealous, but Wu Ling, the dean of Jiao Academy, was ecstatic, yet also regretful. Li Yixuan proudly lifted his head. He enjoyed this attention immensely. He made a provocative gesture at Leng Yuyao. Wu Ling looked at the egg in Leng Yuyao's arms, his eyes full of disappointment. In his opinion, after the contract, if nothing happens, it could only be a dud or a dead egg. Li Yixuan couldn't help but burst out laughing. I thought you could form a contract with some amazing beast. But it's just a dead egg. The contract is already complete, but it still hasn't hatched. What else could it be but a dead egg? The people nearby mocked coldly. I can feel Leng Yuyao's hand tightening. He stared at the ground-running chicken and smiled helplessly in his heart. Is it really the same as last lifetime? Last lifetime, this mist ice phoenix also chose Li Yixuan. But in this lifetime, I found an even more terrifying beast. He spoke calmly. I contracted a god-level spiritual beast. It's really nothing special. Since that's the case, do you dare to make a bet with me? We'll duel in a month. Whoever loses leaves the academy. Li Juan was enraged. Do you dare to make a bet with me? We'll duel in a month. Whoever loses leaves the academy. Li Juan was enraged.
Hearing this,
Everyone present instantly fell silent. Wu Ling and the others were about to speak up and stop them. Fine, I accept, Leng Yuyao replied decisively. Back at the dorm, Leng Yuyao's best friend Shinran was frustrated. Yuyao, how could you be so confused? Why would you contract just an egg? You'll see in a few days. Leng Yuyao smiled gently. I believe in my choice. She eagerly began preparing. I was placed into the incubator, soaking in the nutrient solution. Leng Yuyao kept infusing beast-taming energy. I felt warmth enveloping me. The sensation was simply incredible. Experience plus 0.1. Experience plus 0.1. The notification sound in my mind kept ringing. 3 days straight, I absorbed energy like crazy. Until noon on the third day. System prompts. Level cap reached. Automatically upgraded to level 2. You've earned 1 draw attempt. Do you want to draw for the golden magnetic strip? I was overjoyed. Draw. Ding. Congratulations, you've obtained the golden magnetic strip. Infinite devouring. Can devour any spiritual energy or flesh. Gain random rewards. The stronger the target you devour, the richer the reward. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Seeing my panel finally show level 2, I grew even more excited. I exerted myself with force. Crack. The eggshell broke. I finally hatched. Looks like this is in the girls' dorm. The first thing I saw was Leng Yuyao. I was completely stunned. Her beauty is simply off the charts. Although I've transformed into a spiritual beast, being hugged by such a gorgeous woman, a dragon can't ask for more. Leng Yuyao was so excited she couldn't speak coherently. It's actually a pure dragon ancestor bloodline. This little guy's basic attributes are absolutely op. She simply hoped to hatch a spiritual beast with dragon bloodline, which would have been enough. But unexpectedly, it turned out to be a pure-blooded dragon. Wait, this color is actually black. Even among dragons, there are differences in bloodline strength. Color is the simplest way to tell. Blue, red, white, purple, gold. I remember last lifetime. She once saw a god-level beast tamer, riding a golden dragon, invincible in the world, known as the top beast tamer. But that was just gold. So what's with the black color? Does the bloodline outrank gold? She excitedly hugged me. It felt so soft and fragrant. Little guy, you really gave me a huge surprise. Her gaze was extremely gentle. Then she revealed a mischievous smile. Wait, I should check whether you're male or a female first. Ah, I want to run. But she grabbed me instantly. Whoa, it's male after all. I sighed to the sky. My dragon purity is gone. In that case, let's call you Jiao. How about that? I helplessly nodded my dragon head. Then she brought some lean meat. Devoured lean meat. Max HP 1. After eating and drinking, I patted my full belly and burped like a dragon. Leng Yuyao checked the time and hurriedly picked me up, rushed out of the dorm. Jiao, let's go. The dungeon is about to open. At this moment, the plaza was packed. Li Juan entered the genius class thanks to his god-level beast. Leng Yuyao, because of my dead egg, was pushed to the worst class, Class 9. Class 9's teacher was a woman around 30, named Su Xiaoyan. Where's Yuyao? Hasn't she arrived yet? She looked toward the dorm, worried. Just as she finished speaking, several loud-mouthed students laughed. Teach, if you ask me. She doesn't have the guts to show up. That's her. Maybe she's still incubating that egg. Ah, talk about determination! Facing the whole class laughing, Leng Yuyao's best friend Shinran wanted to retort angrily, but then noticed Leng Yuyao was holding a spiritual beast, walking toward them. Shinran excitedly ran over to Yuyao. When she saw the spiritual beast in Leng Yuyao's hands, she was completely shocked. Yuyao, the egg finally hatched. Leng Yuyao nodded. She carried me to the back of the class. Leng Yuyao, this is the spirit beast that hatched from the dead egg. What is this thing? A hybrid? Did you just buy one from a random street stall? Facing everyone's ridicule, Lang Yuyao just sneered. These ordinary folks have never seen a real baby dragon. Once everyone had arrived, Su Xian coughed twice and said, "Since everyone is here, let's all enter the instance one by one." Considering it's everyone's first time, there are 5 types of instances this time. Each one will last 3 hours. After 3 hours, everyone will be forcefully teleported out. As long as you kill a spirit beast in the instance, you'll earn corresponding points. You won't be able to see your points. Only people outside can see them. The top 10 in the rankings will receive very generous rewards. Good luck, everyone. After everyone answered in unison, they started picking their own instance. I followed layout toward one instance. The digital screen clearly displayed. Instance name, Rocky Gorge. Instance level, 07. Instance difficulty easy. Normal monsters, tunnel rats, rolling stone beasts, etc. Let's go with this one. Xiaoyao Yuyao made a decisive call. This instance is actually tougher than the other 4, but it gives more points. He clearly wants to teach those people a lesson. After entering the instance, I excitedly looked around. We were right between 2 rocky mountains. The rock walls were covered with wind-eroded marks, and the ground was jagged with rocks everywhere. Go for it, Xiaoyao. We're counting on you. I nodded. A child's yet very intimidating dragon roar instantly echoed behind the mountain. Immediately, a tunnel rat burst out from underground to ambush me. Xiaoyao, careful. That's a tunnel rat. It can burrow underground. I flapped my wings and dodged easily, seeing its attack miss. That thing actually tried to dig away and escape, trying to run. I reacted quickly and grabbed its tail with one dragon claw, dragging it out forcefully. With my other claw, I pierced right through its body. HP 100. Killed tunnel rat, EXP gained. Mark Xiao excitedly pumped a fist. Yes, Xiaoyao. You're amazing. Come on, we've only got 3 hours. Let's keep the momentum going. Soon, a few more tunnel rats popped out, some even at a higher level than me. Perfect, take them all out at once. I flexed my dragon claws and unleashed the pressure of my ancestral dragon bloodline to the sky. Even though I'm still a baby, that deep bloodline pressure instantly made all these tunnel rats collapse to the ground, kneeling and shivering. Liao was stunned on the side too. Whoa, what terrifying ancestral dragon blood. I took the chance to finish them off, killing them one by one. Killed tunnel rat, EXP 3. I checked my stats menu. Level LV2, EXP rising fast. Evolution is just ahead. Since that's the case, let's try out my golden attribute. I picked up a piece of rat meat and chewed on it. Instantly felt nauseous. This is awful. How is this dragon food? As I was about to force it down, Wu Yao came running over, worried. Xiaoyao, don't eat it yet. Let me process it for you. He took out his portable heating device. And soon, the smell of grilled meat filled the air. Here, Xiaoyao, eat up. You're still little right now, so you need to eat more. I took the steaming hot meat and looked at him with gratitude. Truly worthy of being a master of jokes. So consider it. 8 tunnel rat meat, max defense +1. Eating boosted my defense to 11 points instantly. Just then, the ground suddenly started shaking violently. Not good, Xiaoyao, watch out. Another spirit beast just appeared. Right after those words, a huge beast, twice as big, with clawed paws sharp as blades, erupted from the ground. That's the tunnel rat king. This is a tunnel rat king. Careful, Xiaoyao. The instance's maximum level is 7. And this tunnel rat king is level 7 too. Facing a level 7 rat king, I went on full alert. The rat king attacked wildly. I countered with a claw strike, but only left a shallow mark on its tough back skin. HP 7. Liao observed keenly from outside. Xiaoyao hit its belly. That's its weakness. I looked for a chance to attack its stomach, but the cunning rat king curled up to defend, and then slashed my back with its paw. Rip, HP 25. Xiaoyao, Yo cried out anxiously. But the next second, something magical happened. My back wound healed completely in just a breath. Ancestral Dragon Bloodline's ultimate recovery. I felt completely at ease. This recovery speed is insane. Xiaoyao, use your healing to fake an opening, then find a chance to hit its stomach. I got the hint. Pretended to run, exposing my back. Sure enough, the Rat King took the bait. It pounced at me. HP 25. I endured the sharp pain, then spun around suddenly. My sharp dragon claws instantly slashed open its totally unguarded belly. HP 50. The Rat King was terribly wounded. It tried to escape, but I didn't give it a chance. Jiao, don't let it get away. I pierced right through its belly with one strike, ending the fight. Killed Tunnel Rat King EXP plus 30. Level. LV3 5150 EXP reached. Leveled up to 3 automatically. Gained 1 draw chance. Do you want to draw for a gold attribute? I can't wait to draw it. Ding, congratulations on winning. The golden magnetic strip penetrates absolutely. 80% chance to ignore defense. Direct hit to the target. This magnetic strip is totally the nemesis of heavy armored units. I'm so excited right now. Yu Yao ran over and gave me a big hug. She planted a kiss right on my dragon face. Little demon, you did amazing. Feeling the school beauty's cuddle. My heart is filled with joy. Being a spirit beast is awesome. I'd risk everything for you. Yu Yao started skillfully handling the corpse of the Rat King. She carefully collected the valuable fur and rewarded me with meat to eat. Devoured the pangolin Rat King's meat. Defense cap increased by 2. Gained an extra skill point. This time, there's actually an extra skill point. Feeling absolutely thrilled right now. The electronic screen in the plaza is rapidly refreshing. Li Yixuan is in the lead by 17 points, drawing praise from many teachers. Hey, 17 points. Yixuan has pulled far ahead of second place. You can clearly sense the gap. This girl might become a master someday. She could even reach the level of Grand Master Beast Tamer. Li Yixuan's homeroom teacher, Liu Ming, wears a smug look, with talent like Yixuan's. Of course I'll devote everything I have. As for that other genius, you'd better ask Teacher Su Xiaoyan. Everyone turned their eyes to Teacher Su. Dean Wu also heaved a sigh, full of regret. But suddenly the score ranking jumped drastically. A name surged up at an unbelievable speed. Instantly rose to second place, only 1 point behind first. Leng Yuyao, 16 points. The whole place fell silent. People looked at each other in shock. Leng Yuyao, 16 points. Did I read that right? How is this even possible? Even if that bullet hatched, it's still impossible to get 16 points so fast. What they don't know is, those 16 points also include a huge bonus for killing the Rat King 5 levels above. If Yu Yao hadn't been busy roasting meat for me, she would have claimed the top spot already. After killing the pangolin Rat King, Yu Yao and I quickly ran into a group of rolling stone beasts. These guys moved nimbly. Dozens of them threw rocks at us together. Be careful, little demon. These are rolling stone beasts. They use rocks for their attacks. Upon hearing Yu Yao's warning, I dodged while fluttering my wings and smashed the incoming rocks with my dragon claws. These small fry can't break my defense at all. Instead, I take them out one by one. Defeated Rolling Stone Beast, gain 4 EXP. Strangely enough, when the broken rocks hit the ground, they quickly gathered together and turned into a giant spirit beast. Yuo's face showed a look of surprise. She hurriedly warned, "Careful, little demon. This is a giant rock beast. It's the evolved form of the Rolling Stone Beast.
It can throw rocks as its attack.
Its defense is greatly enhanced. The evolved form is much bigger in size." I smirked to myself. If I defeat it, I'll reach level 4, unlock more skills. If any other spirit beast faced this iron lump, they would have no chance. But I've got the absolute penetration golden thread. Its defense is worthless before me. I launched my attack, stomped down. The giant rock beast lost more than half its HP instantly. The giant rock beast was enraged and started wildly smashing rocks around. Little demon dodged quickly. Yu Yao shouted nervously. Thanks to my size advantage, I dodged nimbly. Yu Yao reminded me again. Aim for the glowing orb up front. That's its eye. I seized the chance and smashed its eye with one stomp. Defeated giant rock beast. Gained 30 EXP. Leveled up to level 4. Skill tree unlocked. Obtained golden magnetic strip. Ancient dragon rock's high heat flame adds burning effect. Finally got an active attack skill. I excitedly checked the skill tree. That huge pitch-black panel looked like a world tree. Branches intricately tangled. I spent my only skill point and lit up the basic skill. Level 3 skill, Dragon Claw tier. 20% chance to inflict bleeding. Just then, 2 experience books dropped beside the giant rock beast's corpse. Yu Yao excitedly pumped her fist. These are experience books. Little demon, these are valuable items. Wow, we're really lucky. Little demon opened an experience book. It can help you level up fast. I flipped open the pages. A flash of golden light. Used a low-level experience book by 2. Gained 4 EXP. Leveled up to level 5. Evolution tree unlocked. First evolution estimated to take 10 minutes. Suddenly, a strong wave of drowsiness hit me. I curled up on the ground. Little demon, what's wrong with you? Yu Yao just ran over and saw me surrounded by white light. This is a sign of evolution. Little demon's about to evolve. It's been 2 hours since the instance opened. Quite a few injured students dropped out early, feeling dejected, sighing on the plaza. But when they looked at the leaderboard, the whole crowd fell instantly silent, and then burst into loud chatter. What? How is this possible? Lang Yuyao is actually in first place. Didn't he contract a bullet? He's 5 points ahead of the god bloodline Li Yixuan. What on earth is happening in the instance? In the Rocky Valley.
10 minutes passed in a flash.
I slowly opened my eyes. My body got bigger. Limbs are stronger now. Semi-transparent wings. Now have a thin layer of scales. Evolution completed. Gained 1 evolution point. Without hesitation, I spent the evolution point. Unlocked passive skill. Spirit Armor Defense. Greatly boosts defensive chance to reflect attacks. Also, the new level 5 perk just arrived. Received golden perk. Proficient. Can understand spirit beast language. This is actually pretty interesting. I shook my wings and dove into Yu Yao's arms. Yu Yao lifted me high above, her face beaming with delight. Little demon, you evolved successfully. You're heavier now. Your scales are much tougher than before. 30 minutes left until the instance closes. Little demon, only half an hour left before the instance ends. Let's make the best use of this time. And work even harder. Let's defeat more spirit beasts. I'm full of fighting spirit, swinging my dragon claws. Over the next period, we basically massacred the valley. Our score soared dramatically. Last 10 minutes. Li Juan, brimming with confidence, took his walking chicken and left the instance. He was sure his first place was unshakable. Didn't even bother to wait until time was up. Just on time. Super relaxed. Right, Jiao. I just wonder, what rewards await the first place winner? He patted the spirit beast on his shoulder. He was just about to ask the principal for a reward. He casually glanced back, but froze in place. Wait, I'm actually second place. How is that possible? He couldn't believe his own eyes. He stared hard at the unexpected name at the top of the list. First place, Lang Yuyao. 40 points and rising. How could that be? How could Lang Yuyao possibly be first? Even if the bullet he contracted successfully hatched, it would at most be an elite-level spirit beast. How could that win first place? There must be something wrong here. Unable to accept the truth in front of him, Li Yixuan went to find Wulin and explained the situation. The principal, the instance must be bugged. Otherwise, how could he possibly be ranked first? Facing the accusation, 50 shook his head helplessly. The device in his hand showed everything was normal. There were no issues with the instance. I'm quite curious myself. What did he do to win first place? Based on the score, that's roughly equivalent to 40 spirit beasts. Even with 50 saying that, Li Yixuan still refused to give up. He must have cheated. Otherwise, how could he have such a high score? At that moment, homeroom teacher Liu Ming walked over and tapped his shoulder. Yixuan, don't worry. The instance is about to end. If he really did cheat, not only will his score be cancelled, he'll also be severely punished. Liu Ming already assumed Lei Yao cheated. Su Shaoan frowned. She said unhappily, Li Ming, you can eat carelessly, but you shouldn't speak carelessly. Drawing a conclusion right now is a bit too soon. If this isn't cheating, what is it? Whether it's cheating, you know it yourself. Liu Ming sneered back. The two were about to keep arguing. Wulin frowned and growled, enough! Stop arguing. Wait until Yu Yao comes out. Then we'll know for sure. Instance time's up. Ling Yu Yao was teleported out. He took a deep breath, nervously rubbing my little face. Little demon is kind of nervous. Are we at the bottom? As long as we're not last, it's fine. As long as we're not last, it's fine. He turned around and looked at the ranking list. Was stunned in an instant. Leaderboard is low. Ling Yu Yao, 48 points. Whoa, I'm low. Little demon, we actually got first place. Whoa, this result was totally expected. I excitedly waved my dragon claw. Of course. Just look at what level spirit beasts we beat. Wu Yao was overjoyed. His eyes were full of laughter. Little demon, you're amazing. This was all thanks to you. I have to reward you well tonight. Hearing that made my heart itch. Is the reward going to be... Before I could even finish imagining, Li Zhuan came over, gritting his teeth. Ling Yu Yao, you must have cheated. With your dumb spirit beast alone. How could you possibly come in first place? And the appearance of your spirit beast. I've never seen anything like it before. He stared at me intensely, his face looking extremely unpleasant. In his mind, even if the dead egg hatched, at most it would be epic tier. There's no way it could surpass his divine tier beast. Faced with provocation, Yuo's expression darkened. That's because you haven't seen much. It's completely normal not to have seen one. Besides, my spirit beast is far more powerful than yours by countless times. You don't even have the right to talk about him like that. Liu Ming spoke up gloomily from the side. Yu Yao, it's not that we don't trust you. It's just that none of us have ever seen your spirit beast. We've truly never seen anything like it. How about this? Why don't you go into the dungeon again? If you come out smoothly this time, we'll accept that you didn't cheat. Su Xiaoyan was instantly furious. Li Ming, are you kidding me? Why aren't you making Li Xuan do the next dungeon instead? Yu Yao and her beast just fought through a battle, and now you want them to dive into the next dungeon already. How is that not sending them to their doom? If we don't do this, then you're saying she cheated. Liu Ming shrugged. Wu Ling finally stepped forward. All right, Yixuan, you're going too far now. Wouldn't I know better than anyone if Yu Yao had cheated? As the dungeon coordinator, Wu Ling knows the data's authenticity best. He announced in a deep voice. Ling Yuyo's results are valid. There was absolutely no cheating involved. Anyone else have a problem now? The whole arena fell silent in an instant. Wu Ling turned to Yu Yao, his expression softening. Yu Yao, congratulations on winning first place this time. Come with me. Okay, Dean. Before leaving, I turned around and made a funny face at Li Yixuan. She gritted her teeth, her eyes practically shooting fire. She was nearly exploding with rage. Inside the dean's classroom, Dean, thank you for believing in me. Hey, no need to thank me. I'm fair to every student, Wu Ling said, and carefully sized up me and you. Wu Yao, so this is your spirit beast. Yes, Dean. He's called Xiao. Wu Ling observed for a long time, his brows tightly furrowed. Yu Yao, don't laugh at me. I've seen at least 1,000 spirit beasts in this world, maybe even 800 close up, but I've honestly never seen a beast like yours. What is it really? Yu Yao gently stroked my head and said calmly, Xiao Yao is a young dragon of the Dragon Clan. Dragon Clan, Yu Yao? You're not kidding me, are you? You know, when it comes to dragon creatures, even throughout the whole Xia kingdom, no one's ever seen a single one. A beast of that rank. How did it end up inside a bullet? Hey, Yu Yao, that joke is a bit too much. Wu Ling shook his head with a bitter smile. He clearly didn't believe it at all. Assuming Yu Yao was simply overwhelmed and had developed some delusions, he sighed, took out the first place prize. Here's your first place prize. 100 herb bomb purification potion. Stunning fruit. Defense talisman. Thank you, Dean. Look, Xiao Yao, this is the reward we got. Not bad, right? Lu Yao happily accepted the prize. I stared at the fruit, swallowing hard. Behind Wu Ling, suddenly, a gigantic dark gold beast appeared. It was a divine-blooded Xuanli thunder tiger. Its body exuded power of lightning. Dean, wait, is that a divine tier spirit beast? Xuanli thunder tiger. Yu Yao gasped quietly. Hey, it is a Xuanli thunder tiger. That's right. But it's barely qualified as a quasi-divine beast. Wuling kept shaking his head, yet a hint of disappointment showed in his eyes. He explained, I named him Tiancha. This guy doesn't like strangers, so I just keep him in my office. Suddenly, Tiancha let out a low growl toward me, his beast eyes full of hostility. With my mastery of beast language, I instantly understood him. Kid, you want a beating, huh? Lazily, I opened my eyes. Just you, a second-rate little tiger, and you dare to bark at this dragon here? I shot up into the air, letting out a deep growl from my throat. The ancestral dragon's might fully erupted. Boom! Moments ago, the proud Tiancha was struck like lightning, his limbs instantly going weak.
He lay on the ground, trembling all over.
Even contract holder 50 was forced to breathe heavily by the pressure, his face utterly pale. Seeing Wuling's odd condition, Jiao quickly picked me up. Alright, Xiaoyao. I withdrew my aura. Jiao awkwardly began to explain. Sorry about that. Dean, Xiaoyao is just being naughty. Please forgive us. No problem. Wuling forcefully held back his panic. Then I'll head back to the dorm. Alright, go ahead. Not until Jiao took me out of Wuling's office. Did he slump in his chair, sweating profusely as he looked at Tiancha, who was just as frightened. On the way back to the dorm, Jiao asked me, Xiao, was that the dean's divine beast showing off to you just now? I nodded, gesturing with my paw. Jiao understood and laughed out loud. One knew my Xiaoyao was the best. But don't let it happen again. After all, it's the dean's spirit beast. If you hurt him, it'll be a big trouble. Back at the dorm, Shinran, my best friend, suddenly hugged Jiao tightly. Jiao, you were amazing today. You really slapped Li Yixuan's face hard. I've never liked her anyway. So what if she contracted a divine tier spirit beast? What's there to be so smug about? Hey, it's all thanks to Xiaoyao. Shinran looked at me, her eyes glowing. Wow, so cute. Can I hug him? I wanted to act aloof, but considering she's also a beauty, I was about to reluctantly agree, when Jiao tapped my head. Such a little flirt dragon. But since you're today's hero, I'll help you bathe, so you can relax. My eyes widened. Bathing? Good luck comes so suddenly. 5 minutes later, Lang Jiao held me as we entered the bathroom. In the warm steam, I was rubbed until I felt dizzy. Hey, don't touch me randomly. Aya Xiaoyao, stop squirming. Oh, you're so annoying. Water splashed all over me. An hour later, I finished my bath and came out. Shinran was already sound asleep. Lang Jiao suddenly slapped her forehead. Oh no, what should I do? Forgot to buy a little bed for my spirit beast. She turned and looked at my flushed face and smiled. Xiaoyao, you'll have to squeeze in with me for the night. I'll buy you a little bed tomorrow. I was so shocked I almost jumped up. I hadn't even reacted yet, and he pulled me tightly into his arms. The next day, we arrived early at the bar. On the way, I acted like a big brother. I completely won over Shinran's cute night beast. As his follower, I patted my chest and promised him, from now on, big brother's got your back. Menge Beast looked at me with pure admiration. In the classroom, Miss Su Yan took out a dazzling blue crystal ball. Hi everyone, after our last dungeon training. I'm sure you've all gotten to know your spirit beasts a bit. Today we're going to test how much spiritual power you still need to become a trainee beast master. When the crystal ball's spiritual power reaches 100, that means you've qualified to become a trainee beast master. Yes, teacher. The whole class was fired up. Spiritual power is the first hurdle to becoming a beast master. Testing started one by one. A boy stepped forward. The crystal ball flashed softly. Spiritual power, 37. Don't get discouraged. The path of a beast master is always long and tough. Keep it up, teacher. I believe in you. I'm sure you'll become an outstanding beast master someday. Thank you, Miss Su. I'll work hard. Soon more than half of the class had been tested. Shinran got the highest score so far, 67. Only Lang Jiao was left now. There was lots of chatter below. I heard Li Yixuan from class 1 became a trainee beast master just 5 minutes ago. Yeah.
He's apparently about to head to the Forest of Beginnings.
To complete the final trial. Is this the difference between geniuses and ordinary people? My spiritual power is only 17. It's fine. There are others lower than you. That guy looked at Yu Yao mockingly. Shinran angrily retorted, "Don't look down on people. Yu Yao is definitely already a trainee beast master." Become a trainee beast master? Don't make me laugh. Like him, how could that be possible? Wow, that guy hadn't finished mocking it. A dazzling white light suddenly burst forth from the podium. Everyone could barely open their eyes. They all froze in place. Spiritual power 100. Whoa, did I just see that right? A spiritual power of 100.
He became a trainee beast master.
No way, how is that possible? How did he become a trainee beast master so fast? It makes sense for Li Yixuan to become a trainee beast master. But how did he make it too? Leng Yuyao just grinned. Hey, exactly as I'd expected. After all, during that battle in the dungeon, I gave him a huge boost. Miss Su was thrilled. Congratulations. Yu Yao, now you're a trainee beast master. But you still need to complete the final trial. I understand. Then, Miss Su led us to the Forest of Beginnings. On the way, Yu Yao honestly said, "I'm of the Dragon Clan." Miss Su just thought he was joking. She didn't believe it at all. At the edge of the forest, more than 50 elite students from different schools had already gathered here. By the way, these people are from other academies. They also have qualified to become trainee beast masters. That's why they came here. After Yu Yao enters the Forest of Origins, be careful about everything. Remember to only stay in the outskirts of the forest. Whatever you do, don't go into the inner area. Understood? Just about to enter, Li Yixuan's familiar figure appeared. Leng Yuyao, I didn't expect you to show up too. Yu Yao responded calmly. If you can be here, why can't I come? I stared coldly at this woman. How dare you bully my Jiao Yu Yao? Soon or later, I'll teach you a lesson. Just then, people from Tianlong Academy started with sarcastic remarks too. Wow, didn't expect it. Your Juxiao Academy actually produced 2 trainee beast masters. Hope you don't fail your trial task and end up dead in the forest instead. You're the student with the Phoenix Blood contract, right? Hope you don't die too soon. I still want to see your spirit beast. Li Xuan retorted. You'd better take care of yourselves. Their side mocked Yuo again. Even clowns like you dare to show your face here. I was about to unleash my dragon might right then. But Yuo gently patted my head to calm me down. It's okay, Xiaoyao. Let's let them be arrogant for a bit. In a few days, we'll hit them hard. After entering the forest, Yu Yao opened the checklist. Let me take a look. 3 colored deer's antlers. Blood from elite spirit beasts. Night wolf's teeth. Night wolf's beast core. Nether godflower Getting these items isn't that hard. Alright, Xiaoyao. Let's do our best together. I swung my dragon claws, feeling pumped. Soon a vine rabbit jumped out. Its eyes were red, baring its fangs. That's a vine rabbit. Xiaoyao, I opened my mouth wide. Ancient dragon flame roared out. Boom! That rabbit didn't even have time to scream. It was turned to ashes. Killed the vine rabbit. Gained +7 experience points. Not bad. Just this one little rabbit gave 7 experience points. Leng Yuyao was totally stunned. Wow, Xiaoyao. When did you learn to breathe fire? That's insanely powerful. So you mean after leveling up, you got this skill? He's super excited.
With this skill,
We can dominate the Forest of Origins. Before he could finish celebrating, even stronger beastly energy suddenly locked on us. A mass of dark sludge shot toward me. I reacted quickly, flew up to dodge it. Looking down, I saw a gray-brown tortoise not far away. Wow, this tortoise actually went for a sneak attack. Leng Yuyao hurried to warn me. Xiaoyao, be careful. This is a backshell turtle. Judging from its shell's pattern, this turtle is at least level 10. Its defense is really high. I'm for its head as much as possible. I nodded, thinking to myself, since it's level 10, it should drop some good loot. So, to get some meat later, I'm not going to use ancient dragon rock, so it won't burn to ashes. The backshell turtle shot another blob of sludge, but it was super slow. I found a gap to attack, dove down, and swiped at its head. Dragon claws tearing. It sensed danger instinctively, and pulled its head in. I swiped and hit nothing. Fine, so you want to hide your head. Let's see if I can't break your shell. I gathered all my strength, Activated absolute penetration gold tag. With the shell breaking skill. The shell I was so proud of was as fragile as paper. Crunch. Boom. My claw came down, and the turtle's shell exploded instantly. Armor 100, HP 45. Whoa, old Yao. Nicely done. Yao shouted excitedly. Without its shell, my next swipe tore open its back. Blood sprayed everywhere. Backshell turtle died. Killed backshell turtle and got plus 35 experience points. I licked my lips. 35 experience points secured. Never tried turtle meat before. Today's the day. I glanced at my stats panel. Level LV 54560. Almost ready to level up. A glint of excitement flashed in Ling Yuyo's eyes. Wow. Xiaoyao, your attack power is so high now. You can even break the backshell turtle's shell. He collected the leftover shell pieces. These can be traded for money. Then put the turtle meat in the heating device. The scent of meat spread out quickly. I was always alert. That aroma is definitely going to attract more fierce beasts. Saves me the trouble of hunting. Sure enough, a Yanzong porcupine rushed out straight from the bush. It's huge, with flaming red bristles on its back. Hey, more food delivered right to me. I swung my claws to attack. The porcupine charged, gathering fire energy. Boom! Scales and armor defense triggered, and bounced back part of the damage. Yanzong porcupine HP 25. Our side HP 5. This pig's defense is even tougher than that turtle just now. It shuddered, the flaming spines on its back homing in. Shooting at me, Yu Yao hurriedly warned, Xiaoyao, be careful. That's the Yanzong porcupine's skill. If you get hit, it may cause a burn effect. I already have a plan. Since it's hard to dodge, I'll just destroy them all. I opened wide and blasted a strong dragon flame. In just a second, all the spines on the porcupine's back turned to black ash. Armor gone. I instantly moved in, dragon claws tearing, and ripped open its back. The skill triggered a bleeding effect. Porcupine's HP dropped fast, and soon it collapsed completely. Yanzong porcupine died. Killed Yanzong porcupine and gained plus 29 experience points. Leveled up to 6, unlocked a gold tag draw. Draw count. I couldn't wait. Ding, congratulations, you got a gold tag. Eye of Insight lets you view detailed info on retail items. This skill is insane. Just as I was about to feast, there was more movement around us. Why is it so hard for me to just eat some meat? Is it really that difficult? Xiaoyao, be careful. More fierce beasts incoming. Yao shouted. I held turtle meat and pointed at the porcupine corpse and surroundings. Yao smiled helplessly. All right, let me handle this part. He'll protect the food, and I'll deal with the invaders. I activated Eye of Insight. All surrounding beast info is clear. Venom Snake, level 8 attack. 12 skill, Venom Spray. I moved quickly. The Venom Fang Snake spits out purple venom. I scatter it with my wings. I charge straight at it. Tear it apart. Defeated Venom Fang Snake, gained 8 experience points. Obtained Snake Fangs. I noticed the other wild beasts charging toward Yu Yao. I unleash a Dragon Flame Sweep. Boom. Those under level 10 can't stand a chance. The ancient dragon rock instantly turns to ash. This wave covers them. I instantly rack up 30 experience points. The remaining wild beasts are terrified. They flee deeper into the forest. I shake the blood off my claws. That should quiet things down. The demon meat is fully cooked now. Come eat, quick. Yuo waves and calls. I fly over and start devouring it. After consuming the armor turtle meat, defense increases by 2. After eating Yanzong porcupine meat, attack increases by 3. Gained 1 skill point. Fire damage increased by 1. Zhuzhe is incredible. Even dropped a skill point. Leng Yuyao finishes dealing with the corpses. A bit disappointed that there was no beast core. No beast core here. Little demon, let's rest here for the night. When night falls, there will be night wolves. I nod. Help tidy up. The sky darkens. He sets up a small tent. He says with some concern. There's so much beast blood here. The night wolves will definitely smell it. If there are more than 10 of them, that would be real trouble. Not to mention the night wolf king. That's an elite level wild beast. I rub my face against him. Relax, Xiaoyao. Doesn't matter if it's the Wolf King or whoever. As long as they dare come, they all turn to meat chunks. Go Xiao. It's all up to you tonight. Yu Yao takes a deep breath, gives me a kiss on the forehead. I'm instantly fired up. Where are the night wolves? Come out already. Just as I finish speaking, a sharp wolf howl rings out. Yu Yao says, Little demon. They're here. Little demon, the night wolf king is different from the others. It's much larger in size. Plus, there's a crescent moon mark atop its head. Just kill it, and the other night wolves will scatter. I nod my little head. Got it, catch the king first. The night wolf king slowly steps out of the woods. Nearly 20 ferocious night wolves follow behind. The wolf king's pitch-black fur blends with the night, only its eyes burning with blue flame, and the palm-sized moon-shaped mark atop its head show its status as an elite-level beast. This is the night wolf king. I immediately activate Insight Eye, staring at it. Name, Night Wolf King, level 15. Elite attributes, HP 100, Attack 48, Defense 39, Speed 41. Skill, Nightclaw. Moon's Blessing. Wolf Pack Summon. I'm a bit shocked. Level 15 Elite. These stats are way beyond anything we've seen. But the reward for taking him down will surely be much greater. I flap my wings. I fly in front of the wolf pack. Leng Yuyao skillfully conjures up an energy shield, protecting herself all around. This is standard equipment for a beast tamer when fighting in the wild. Only by keeping him safe can I tear my enemies apart without any worries. Awoo! At the Wolf King's command, several dark night wolves charge at me furiously. Perfect timing. I'll kill you little wolf pups first. I dive toward a dark night wolf. It's fast, but it's nowhere near enough to catch me. I dodge behind it, without using any mana-consuming skills. I simply shred its back with my claws. HP 50. Looks like these small fry aren't very strong. The only problem is that Wolf King. I smash a low HP wolf pup with my claw, then turn my sights on the Wolf King. Defeated a Dark Night Wolf, gained 8 EXP. A few wolf pups leap up, trying to pull me down. I spit out Primordial Dragon Flame, instantly clearing away all the obstacles. Seeing my power, the wolf pack starts to retreat in fear. Only the Wolf King leaps high into the air, slashing down fiercely with a claw shining cold light. I dodge instinctively, but my skin still gets cut. Scar of life. Luckily, my ancestral dragon bloodline's recovery is amazing. In a few seconds, my wound heals completely. The Wolf King sticks to me like a shadow, instantly flashing behind me, and strikes with its claw again. Xiaoyao, watch out. He's behind you. Yao shouts urgently. I spin around sharply, gathering power at my claw tips, and clash head-on. Boom! My dragon claw collides with the wolf's claw. The wind blast sends the surrounding wolves flying. I gradually increase my strength, pushing him down bit by bit. A mere wolf dares to challenge my power. I suddenly use full force, sending the Dark Knight Wolf King flying 3 to 4 meters away. Dark Knight Wolf King HP 3. But he refuses to give up. His right claw gathers a dark energy. Looks like he's about to use a skill. Since that's the case, let's go head to head. I also focus my power into my right palm and rush toward his afterimage. Boom. The clash sends sparks lighting up the night sky. After dozens of seconds locked in struggle, the Wolf King is sent crashing into a tree by me again. Dark Knight Wolf King HP 15. I got a little scratched up too, but I recover instantly. HP 10, then instantly plus 10. Nice job, Xiaoyao. Yueyao shouts from behind the shield. Just then, the moon mark on the Wolf King's head glows softly. His injuries actually start healing rapidly. HP plus 3, and plus 4. I glance at the moon. This guy is absorbing moonlight. Xiaoyao, he's absorbing the energy of the moonlight. Don't let him recover. I gather dragon fire and spit it out. But the cunning Wolf King summons allies to block for him. A flash of fire, and several wolf pups are instantly turned to ash. Meanwhile, the Wolf King uses this chance to fully heal. He howls at the sky, trying to summon even more wolves. I'm not giving him a chance. I blast Primordial Dragon Flame again and again, blocking all his escape routes. A ring of blazing fire forms around him. Let's see where you run now. I teleport behind him and unleash a fully charged palm strike. Absolute penetration. Ignores defense completely. HP 70. The Wolf King is instantly left with a sliver of health. He howls in agony. I make sure not to use dragon fire again, afraid I'd burn him to ashes, and wouldn't be able to finish the quest. He's still not dead? Let's try again. I don't believe you can withstand me. One palm, the Wolf King's eyes show fear, knowing he's done for. Driven mad, he fakes an attack and turns to charge at Lang Yuyao behind the shield. How dare you attack my dear Yu-Yo? You must have a death wish. Fury boils inside me. My speed explodes to the max. Before he hits the shield, I catch up and smash him with my claw, shattering his head. Dark Knight, Wolf King is dead. Gained 69 EXP. Leveled up to 7. Got a chance to draw a reward. Leveled up again. Drew and received a golden perk. Congratulations. Total deprivation. 30% chance to permanently take an enemy's skill. I'm a bit surprised. I can steal skills. Now that's an interesting golden perk. I glance at my stats panel. Level, LV7, HP 130. Defense 30, attack 31. My stats have skyrocketed. I land on the ground and look at Lang Yuyao. I thought he'd be scared by all the bloodshed, but he's just slightly frowning. What a terrible smell. Alright, let's see if the Wolf King dropped a beast core. Seeing him so calm, I relax too. I help him search the blood pool. Soon, a red stone catches my eye. Found it! Yu happily picks up the beast core, then skillfully collects the Wolf King's teeth and blood. Quest log. 3 tasks completed instantly. Hehe, Xiaoyao. You're amazing. Even the elite Dark Knight Wolf King wasn't a match for you. I proudly lift my head. It's only day 1. We've still got 2 more days. I might even complete my second evolution. After the battle, Yu Yao cooks up the Wolf King's meat into delicious steaks to reward me. The smell makes my mouth water. It's finally time to eat. I'm drooling already. Time to fill my belly. Xiaoyao, you must be hungry. I take the steak and devour it. 8 Dark Knight Wolf King meat, gained plus 7 attack power, plus 8 speed, gained 1 skill point, gained 1 evolution point. Obtain skill, Night Claw. I check it out. This Night Claw is a level 2 claw skill. It increases damage at night. It's the Wolf King's skill, but I can barely use it with my dragon claws. After sunrise, Yu Yao cuddled me and napped for a bit, then set out to find the last 2 items. The tricolor deer antler and the concentration flower. The tricolor deer is gentle by nature, but extremely sensitive. Its antlers contain mysterious energy, making it a target for fierce beasts. After searching for most of the day, we finally spot it by a pond. Yo quickly pulls me into his arms, holds his breath. Xiaoyao, don't make a sound. The tricolor deer is extremely sensitive. If it hears even the slightest noise, it will run away. We've been searching for it so long. We can't let it escape again. I hold my breath and focus. Just as I'm ready to act, I see someone else is eyeing the deer too. Yu Yao notices as well and reminds me, Xiaoyao, it's up to you. If possible, we're just taking his antlers. Don't harm his life. If there's really no other way, then let's do it your way. I point it with my dragon claw. On the other side, the people from Celestial Dragon Academy were ambushing in the bush. Those 2 idiots, Zhou Tong and Song Hongkai, completely underestimated Yu Yao. At Zhou Tong's command, they made a move. His blazing flame tiger and phantom sound talisman immediately launched an attack. The tricolor deer panicked and tried to escape, but was knocked out by the sound waves of the phantom sound talisman. Song Hongkai was thrilled to get it. At this moment, Yu Yao shouted and wanted to make a quick move. Now's the time. I rushed out directly. When Zhou Tong saw this, not only was he unfazed, he actually laughed out loud and mocked. If you want the final royal authority, you'd better have the strength to back it up. Hurry up and take your useless spirit beast and get lost. We can just pretend none of this happened. Otherwise, my blazing flame tiger isn't something you want to mess with. That blazing flame tiger bared its teeth and came over. I casually used Insightful Eye to check those 2 idiots. Their levels aren't even at level 10 yet. And with those levels, you dare act tough in front of me. I soared up into the sky, released the full force of the ancestral dragon's pressure. A terrifying force instantly descended. The blazing flame tiger and phantom sound talisman were immediately pressed to the ground. Their bones crackled loudly. Jiao and the other felt as if a mountain was pressing down on their shoulders. Their breathing grew rapid. Utter terror covered their faces. What on earth is going on? It's just a useless spirit beast. What kind of method did it use? While they couldn't move, Yu Yao quickly took the antlers. Now we've got the tricolor deer's antlers. Let's go. One withdrew my presence. We followed Yu Yao and quickly retreated. Jiao and his friend could do nothing but curse behind us. Once we reached a safe place, Yu Yao hugged me and gave me a big kiss, hee. Now that we've got the tricolor deer's antlers, all we need is the tranquility flower. Little demon, your ancestral dragon bloodline is truly powerful. I was feeling pretty pleased with myself. Soon, we found the tranquility flower by the shrubs. Who finally found it? Now our mission is complete. Yu Yao lovingly patted my head. With the rest of the day, let's help my little demon level up well and get some delicious food. Of course, I raised both hands in support. But just as we were about to move, a deafening roar came from afar. It shook the entire outer forest. The blood in my body actually produced a faint, subtle reaction. It must be a similar spirit beast. So, should we go check it out? Yu Yao asked for my opinion. I quickly pointed in the direction of the roar. Alright, let's go with your call, little demon. Let's go take a look. But with a roar that loud, the other academies probably heard it too. We've got to be careful. The deeper we went, the stranger the environment became. It even started to freeze over. Eventually, we reached a land of ice. Everything around was completely frozen. A 20-meter-long frosty ice Jiao dragon slowly emerged from a cave entrance. Its scales were black and shiny with a blue tint. There were even underdeveloped ice crystal dragon horns on its head. That's a frosty ice, Jiao. Yu Yao gasped in shock. She explained that it evolved from snakes. Its fortune is immense. I stared at him. I could sense inside him a faint trace of dragon bloodline. Moreover, I could smell several weak presences in the cave. At that moment, faint movements came from around us. People from the Tianlong Kanglan Academy, including Li Yixuan, were all drawn near by the roar. Just as everyone was shocked, 2 gale eagles swooped in, circling above. These beasts naturally prey on snakes. They're the natural enemies of the ice jade Jiao. 2 ice jade Jiao appearing at once. Looks like a huge trouble is brewing. Xiaoyao, let's just watch for now. Yao whispered to me. When they're both seriously injured, we'll make our move and pick up what's left. I sensed something unusual inside the cave. I used my claw to gesture roughly. Yu Yao, being sharp-minded, instantly understood. Xiaoyao, you mean there's a nest of young ice jade Jiaos in the cave? I let out a heavy sigh. Inside the ice jade Jiao flows an extremely thin line of dragon blood. As the ancestor dragon, I can't just stand by and watch my descendants get wiped out. Yu saw my thoughts and chuckled softly. Don't worry, Xiaoyao. If things go wrong, we'll look for the right moment to help. I nodded repeatedly. My master really understands me. Meanwhile, Shen Lishan and his group lurking on the other side also set their sights on the cave. Just a few eggs, right? They're not worth much anyway. A chubby guy scoffed dismissively. Shen Lishan flicked his forehead. You don't know shit. If you sell ice jade Jiao eggs, do you know how much they're worth? 1 million. That's enough to tempt anyone. In an instant, everyone grew greedy. They stared hungrily. In the air above the battlefield, 1 gale eagle launched the attack first. It screeched loudly and dove at high speed. The ice jade Jiao opened its mouth, shooting countless icy spikes. But the gale eagle, spinning like a high-speed top, deflected them all. Then the other gale eagle seized its chance and swiftly pecked, breaking the scales on the ice jade Jiao's back. The ice jade Jiao howled in pain, its tongue swirling furiously, spitting out ice spikes, clashing with the gale eagle's sharp blades mid-air. But eagles are the natural enemies of Jiaos, and the 2 eagles cooperated seamlessly, taking turns attacking the ice jade Jiao, leaving deep, bone-revealing wounds. The ice jade Jiao was clearly losing. 2 greedy students couldn't wait for Shen Lishan's warning and rushed out directly. Those 2 idiots. Shen Lishan cursed angrily. The next second, the Ice Jade Jiao's icy power exploded crazily inside, instantly freezing a 100-meter radius into a wasteland. The two slow students couldn't even finish screaming before becoming two sparkling ice sculptures. Everyone hiding in the shadows broke into a cold sweat, no longer daring to act recklessly. After several rounds of battle, the Ice Jade Jiao guarded the cave entrance stubbornly, its body covered in wounds. Seeing this, Shen Lishan led his group quietly around to the side and slipped into the cave. Li Zhuan snorted coldly nearby. A bunch of idiots. They're practically seeking death. What, you want to die too? If you die, our bet in a month will be nullified. Yuya ignored him, carrying me and sneaking into the cave amidst the chaos. At the cold cave bottom, a dying female Ice Jade Jiao was guarding 6 eggs. Shen Lishan's group rushed inside. Seeing the dying giant, not only weren't scared, but instead were overjoyed. This one's yours. Shen Lishan ordered his spirit beast to attack the dying female Jiao, while he reached for the eggs. Got the goods. Let's go. Yu Yao stepped forward, blocking the cave entrance. Stop right there, you thieves. Zhou Tong looked grim. Again, Shen Lishan shouted fiercely. It's none of your business. Get lost, now. While they confronted each other, I quietly approached the ceramic Jiao. Looking into her hopeless, dull eyes, I sighed. Who else but me, your ancestor? I bit through my dragon claw and let a drop of pure ancestor dragon blood fall onto her. As the blood entered her body, the wounds on the Ice Jade Jiao began to heal. At a visible speed, shed scales regenerated instantly, and the icy aura within her surged like the tide. Within just a dozen seconds, she leaped from the brink of death to the peak of her power. She bowed her head to me in shock, the highest gesture of submission for spirit beasts. Thank you, Senior, for your immense kindness. I will never forget it. I waved my claw casually and replied in beast language, no need to be so formal. My master asked me to do this. Go now, it's time to make those people pay. Remember the girl standing at the cave entrance? You can't hurt her. A fierce glint flashed in her cold vertical pupils. Yes. At the cave entrance, an impatient student shouted. Spirit beast tamer Shen Lishan, why are you wasting words with this woman? Go tear her apart. Just as the guy was about to act, a giant bloody maw descended from above, swallowing him whole. Shen Lishan and the other's eyes nearly popped out. What? How is this possible? Wasn't the Ice Jade Jiao dead? How did it revive? Terrified, they ordered their spirit beast to attack, but the revived Ice Jade Jiao just flicked its tail contemptuously. That terrifying strength instantly sent all the spirit beasts flying. A student went crazy with fear, dropped the egg and ran, only to be snatched mid-air by the waiting Gale Eagle. It was grabbed straight into the sky. Seeing things go south, Shen Lishan forgot about getting rich, ditched the Jiao eggs, rounded up the remaining spirit beasts, and fled towards the forest's edge, scrambling. Within a few minutes, the cave returned to peace. Xiaoya, you're incredible. What did you do? To let the Ice Jade Jiao revive with full power? Yu Yao excitedly ran over, hands on her hips proudly. That's the power of the ancestor dragon bloodline. I signaled the female Jiao to rush out and help her mate. Outside, the male Jiao was being cornered by the 2 Gale Eagles. Right at the critical moment, the empowered female Jiao roared and charged out. A freezing aura swept over, instantly overpowering the 2 arrogant Gale Eagles, crushing them completely.
Hiss, hiss, hiss.
The female Ice Jade Jiao now showed strength, even more frightening than at her peak. The biting cold instantly suppressed the 2 Gale Eagles. One of the Gale Eagles was caught off guard and struck heavily by a whipping icy tail. The other just wouldn't give up until I walked out of the cave and let out a thunderous dragon roar. The pressure deep in my bloodline shattered its fighting spirit. The Gale Eagle fled in terror with its wounded partner, left in a hurry, almost as if fleeing. Danger eliminated, but the male frosty Ice Jiao was barely hanging on. The female desperately released cold energy to heal him, but it was completely useless. He dragged his hopeless body in front of me, lowered his head to the ground, addressing me as Senior. Please, would you help save him? Willing to offer my beast core to you, Senior. With that, He actually attempted to offer up his core. Leng Yuyao couldn't bear to watch. She bit her lip and said, Jiao, he's so pitiful. Please help him. Since Yuyao has spoken, I helplessly spread my dragon claws, went up to the dying frosty ice Jiao, dropped a drop of dragon blood. A miracle happened once again. The dragon blood entered his body. His shattered side actually started to regrow at a speed visible to the naked eye. Leng Yuyao was stunned watching this. He really recovered instantly. Jiao, just one drop of your blood is this powerful? I proudly raised my head. This is pure ancestral dragon blood. A few minutes later, the Jiao not only fully recovered, but his power also surged to the peak. The two frosty ice Jiaos repeatedly knelt, overwhelmed. Thank you, Senior. We're eternally grateful for your help. We'll never forget your favor. Thank you for saving our lives, Senior. I waved my hand nonchalantly. It was nothing. No need to mention it. The two Jiaos exchanged a glance and sent me a message. Senior, please follow us into our cave. We have something we'd like to give you. This item might not mean much to you, but your partner might need it. But your companion may have use for it. Okay, I'll go inside with you and take a look. I flew back to Yuyo's side, used gestures to explain their intention. Oh, that's the case. Okay then. We were brought deep into the cave. The frosty ice Jiao smashed through an ice wall, revealing a large space behind it. Leng Yuyao was shocked. There's actually another area inside. This is iron ore. There's so much iron ore here. We could make top-grade armor. Yuyao was extremely excited. Jiao, so much iron ore. Now you finally have the materials for your armor. He immediately started gathering them. At that moment, the Jiao brought out a stalk of spiritual herb oozing pale blue liquid. A crystal-clear spiritual herb. He bowed his head respectfully. Senior, this is a token of our gratitude. Please, you must accept it. Yuyao let out a sharp cry, solving my confusion. Frosty ice dragon saliva grass. Even this rare kind of spiritual herb can be found here. He excitedly explained. This plant is the core material for ice-type spirit beasts to break through. It can also treat burns, and even impart freezing attributes to weapons. I turned to ask the two Jiaos. Didn't expect this spiritual herb to be so rare. Are you sure you want to give it to me? Yes. Senior, please, you must accept it. But don't you still need it to evolve? With a drop of the senior's blood, we no longer need this spiritual herb. I see. All right then. I'll accept it. I took the herb and handed it to Yuyao. Jiao, what does this mean? Do you mean they want to give this mystic ice dragon saliva grass to me? I nodded, though Yuyao was a bit embarrassed. She still gratefully put it away. Fine. I'll accept it then. Thank you all. Wow, this trip has really been a great harvest. Before the excitement even faded, she suddenly cried out, Oh no. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. The 3-day limit is almost up. Jiao, we've traveled so far this time. Even if we rush back right now, we definitely won't make it in time. What should we do? What are we going to do? I got anxious too. I was so focused on gathering rewards that I forgot about the trial's time limit. The ice wyvern said via telepathy, Senior, don't worry. I can take you and your partner back. He signaled for us to sit on his head, then turned into a bolt of blue lightning and charged out of the cave. Meanwhile, at the outskirts of the initial forest, only half an hour remained of the 3-day deadline. Li Yixuan had already returned, sneering at Su Xiaoyan. Yixuan, have you seen Yuyao? I saw her. I'm afraid she's already become a meal for the ice wyvern by now. The ice wyvern? You encountered the ice wyvern? Not only did I encounter it, I also witnessed a great battle. However, Leng Yuyao was too greedy. She tried to steal the ice wyvern's eggs. I'm afraid there isn't even a corpse left of her now. Su Xiaoyan flatly denied it. That's absolutely impossible. Yuyao isn't that kind of person. Teacher Su, I know you don't believe it, but time will tell everything. Li Yixuan responded coldly. Soon, Shen Lishan and the others also fled back in a sorry state, reporting the tragic situation to the Sky Dragon Academy instructor Shi Tianrui. Hearing that 3 students had been lost, Shi Tianrui's face turned ashen. As the people from the Azure Academy also returned covered in blood, Su Shan's heart completely sank to the bottom. Hey, Sue. Teacher, I wasn't wrong, was I? Time is almost up now. I'd like to see how you're going to explain this when you get back. Liu Ming mocked disdainfully from the side. In the last 10 minutes, the forest was so quiet it felt hopeless. Su Shaoyan had almost given up. But with only 3 minutes left, a violent tremor suddenly came from deep within the forest. Asterisk, swoosh, swoosh, asterisk. The sound of massive crawling drew closer. Shi Tianrui's expression changed. He instantly moved to protect the students. Everyone, get back! Something is coming towards us. The students were terrified.
Holy cow.
Could it be that Ice Wyvern has found its way here? Teacher Shen, it's him. He's the one who killed our fellow students. Shi Tianrui stared ahead with a solemn expression. This sense of pressure made even him feel uncertain. I'll hold off this Ice Wyvern in a moment. You guys find a chance to run. Teacher Shen, even you are no match for this Ice Wyvern? Quit your yapping. The next second, the Ice Wyvern burst out of the jungle. But just as everyone held their breath, preparing to fight for their lives, atop the Ice Wyvern's massive head, they saw a young girl. She was holding a spirit beast in her arms, looking at everyone calmly. Watching this scene, everyone was stunned. They looked at each other, their minds going completely blank. A few seconds later, Su Shaoyan clearly saw the person on the Ice Wyvern's head and screamed in shock. You Yao? She rubbed her eyes repeatedly, confirming that Yu Yao was not dead. As for why Yu Yao was riding the Ice Wyvern out, she even had a ridiculous thought. Could it be that the Ice Wyvern escorted her back? Li Yixuan's face was so dark it looked like it could drip water. How is this possible? How could she not be dead? And what's with that Ice Wyvern? Why is it listening to her like that? Zhou Tong and the others also looked like they'd seen a ghost. Holy crap, we're seeing a ghost. This woman actually didn't die. Amidst the uproar, Yu Yao gently patted the Ice Wyvern's head. Okay, big guy, we're here. Thank you for your hard work this time. The Ice Wyvern submissively lowered its head. As it set Yu Yao down, its voice was filled with respect. Senior, your help. The Ice Wyvern clan will never forget it. If there is anything you need help with in the future, you can come to the Icy Cave. My clan will do everything in our power to assist you. All right, I nodded calmly. I was calculating in my head. Once those iron-rich ores are used up, I'll definitely have to go back and visit them again. Under everyone's gaze, the Ice Wyvern turned back gracefully. Len Yu Yao let out a long sigh of relief. Phew, checking the time. It looks like I made it just in time. This time it's really thanks to little Jiao. His speed is truly fast. Let's go, Zhao Yao. Once I get my apprentice beast tamer badge, I'll buy you something delicious.
Hearing something delicious.
My eyes instantly lit up. That's great. We walked up to Su Shaoyan. Teacher Su, we aren't late, are we? Su Shaoyan checked the time and shook her head repeatedly. No. There are still 3 minutes left. That's good then. Yu Yao presented the items on the task list one by one. Teacher Su, please check them. Everything on the task list is here. No rush. It's not too late to check them on the way back. Su Shaoyan was beaming with joy, looking at Yu Yao as if she were a precious treasure. Li Yixuan snorted coldly and walked over displeased. Leng Yu Yao, you really have good luck. To think you could survive even like this. Even if you use some special method to control that Ice Wyvern, it's useless. A month from now, the one who loses will still be you. Then I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. Yu Yao countered with a flat tone. Instructor Liu Ming narrowed his eyes, staring at us gloomily. He had to ensure Li Yixuan's total victory in a month. Otherwise, his title as a genius instructor would be ruined. Back at the academy, Su Shaoyan carefully inspected the supplies. Yu Yao, I've checked everything. There's no problem with the items. You've worked hard these past few days. Go back and get some good rest. If everything goes well, your apprentice beast tamer badge will be issued tomorrow. Thank you, Teacher Su. Back at the dormitory, Yu Yao stretched. Phew, Zhao Yao. This trial trip was really exhausting. I'm dirty all over. I'm going to take a shower and relax properly. I also felt very tired, but I was looking forward more to the upcoming reward. At night, Yu Yao was lying in bed, suddenly looking apologetic. Oh, Zhao Yao Yao! I forgot to buy you a spirit beast nest again. What do I need a nest for? With a flap of my wings, I skillfully burrowed into her blankets. Little color dragon Jiao couldn't help but laugh and curse. The next day, Su Shayan brought over the badge. Congratulations, Jiao. From now on, you are an apprentice beastmaster. Thank you, Teacher Su.
Keep it up.
Jiao, I know you'll do well. One more thing before you reach the required strength. Make sure not to accept beginner beastmaster tasks. Once you accept a task, you must complete it within 5 days. Otherwise, you'll have to wait half a year. After saying goodbye to Teacher Su, Jiao took me straight to the forge workshop. Since there are so many iron-containing ores, it makes sense to craft some top-tier gear. On the way, we ran into a rookie. Jiao pulled him along with us. All right, Sharan, come with me to the forge workshop. I want to give you something good. What is it? You'll see when we get there.
Inside the largest forge workshop in Cemetery City,
The receptionist politely greeted us. Is there anything I can help you with? Jiao got straight to the point. I have some iron-containing ores here. I need to craft a few sets of gear. The receptionist was shocked by the iron-containing ores. After all, they're quite rare. Could you please clarify? How many sets do you want to craft? Jiao held up 3 fingers. Let's craft 3 sets first. 3 sets? The receptionist was stunned. Just then, a mocking voice came from nearby. These days, people really come in all sorts. Just one sentence and you want to craft 3 sets of gear? Made entirely from iron-containing ores, too. Talk about blowing smoke. That's reaching the sky. Yilan, your judgment of people isn't. Great, why do you entertain everyone? Look at his age, he's quite young. But his attitude's not small. Do you really think he can come up with that much iron ore? The speaker's name was Suhu. He's the supervisor here. He pointed at the badge on Yuyo's chest. His face was full of contempt. You only just became an apprentice beastmaster. To forge a set of frost gear takes 400 iron ores. For 3 sets, you'd need 1,200. How could an apprentice beastmaster have that much? His loud voice drew quite a crowd. Everyone started talking. I felt really annoyed by the bald supervisor. If he were a fierce beast, I would have torn him apart already. Faced with provocation, Jiao stayed calm. I wasn't even talking to you just now. This matter isn't under your supervision. Second, if I really take out 1,200 iron ores, what would you do then? Suhu crossed his arms. He sneered. If you can come up with 1,200 iron ores, I'll roll out of here. Director Su, that's really unnecessary. Yilan quietly tried to talk him down. You clearly don't even have that much judgment. So what are you doing here? Once this is finished, you can get out. Go on, show us your 1,200 iron ores. Jiao turned to comfort the furious Shinran. It's fine, just 1,200 iron ores. Under everyone's gaze, Xiao Yi made her move. Jiao took off her storage ring and dumped it out onto the workbench. Clatter. Cold iron ore cascaded down like a waterfall. 10, 100, 1,000 pieces. Su, who was stunned on the spot. The smile froze on his face in an instant. A deathly silence fell over the entire workshop, immediately followed by a deafening outburst. Whoa, that's a ton of iron ore. How much is all this worth? Shinran was also shocked. Oh my god. Jiao, where did you get so much iron ore? Jiao leaned in close to his ear and grinned mischievously. Hey, let me tell you a secret. Or like this. I have an entire mine of it. Oh wait. Strictly speaking, it's not mine. It belongs to a little demon friend. Shinran's mind went blank with shock. So it was this little guy who brought it in? Oh my god, Jiao glanced at the dumbstruck Suhu. So want to count them yourself? Suhu gritted his teeth. A crazed refusal to believe filled his eyes. Fine, I'll count. I don't believe you actually have exactly 1,200 pieces here.
his hands trembling.
He picked up the ores from the ground and started counting them one by one. 15 minutes later, Suhu's hands were cramping from counting, and he was only halfway done. Yilan was in charge of keeping count. We're already at 1,367 pieces, and with the ones on the side, should be no less than 2,000 pieces. Yeah, I know. You don't have to remind me. The corner of Suhu's mouth twitched. His face turned pale. If this iron ore checks out, then it's time for you to honor your bet. Leng Yuyao and Xinran stepped aside. Making way, Su Hu took a deep breath, suddenly unclenched his fist. Trying to wiggle out of it, he said, "Let's leave things at that for today, so we can meet again on good terms. No need to be so ruthless in everything." Leng Yuyao replied indifferently. "That won't be necessary. After you walk out that door, I don't think I'll ever see you again. Just because you're a student at Jiao doesn't mean you can do whatever you want here. Let me tell you, I'm from the Su family." Su Hu tried to throw his weight around. At the mention of the Su family, the crowd instantly quieted down. Lingyuan City, one of the 4 great families, really does have authority. I gave him a cold look. Leng Yuyao shot me a glance. I immediately got the hint and leapt up. "What are you doing? This is a forging workshop. You can't just get violent here. Why are you all still standing around? Hurry up and stop him. Useless idiots." Su Hu roared at Yulan and the others. But Yulan and the crew had long since had enough of him. No one moved at all. I grabbed Su Hu and lifted him up. "Ella, let me go." "You dumb beast," he screamed. I couldn't be bothered to answer. Just tossed him right out the door. "Fine, Jiao Academy, is it? All right, I'll remember this. Just you wait for my wrath. You'll see." Su Hu shouted threats outside the door. I opened my mouth. Ancient dragon fire rapidly gathered in my throat. The intense heat sent him fleeing in terror. "Tisk, the Su family is nothing but trouble." I landed back on the ground. Yulan sighed. She was a bit worried about Su family revenge. But Leng Yuyao stayed calm. "It's fine. If there are any problems later, he can come look for me at Jiao Academy." After finishing the paperwork, Yulan set a date to pick up the equipment in 3 days. Then Leng Yuyao and I said goodbye to Xinran. "Yuyao, are you really giving me that set of frost armor?" Xinran looked stunned. "But of course I am. Yuyao, you're so good to me. I have nothing to give back. Guess I'll just have to offer myself." "All right. You head back to the dorm first. I'm going to the next instance with Xiaoyao." At the instance entrance, Leng Yuyao asked, "Xiaoyao, this time, let's stick to a lower level dungeon, okay?" I shook my head and pointed at the ultimate dungeon. "The XP you get from the ultimate dungeon is way more exciting." "The ultimate dungeon, huh? Okay, let's do it." "Xiaoyao, how about this one?" The screen displayed Lost Royal City, level 1525. A system warning popped up. Level is too low for this tier. I pressed my hand to the screen to confirm anyway. "All right, just be careful." Leng Yuyao's decision to enter the ultimate dungeon spread fast. Principal Wulin was shocked when he heard about it. Cried out that Yuyao was way too arrogant. A flash of teleportation light. We landed in a barren desert. Desert wilderness survival, huh? I looked around. Soon, a shadow flickered under the sand. "Xiaoyao, careful. That's a desert venom scorpion." Leng Yuyao activated her protective shield and warned nervously, "Their venom is extremely potent. If one attacks you, you might end up paralyzed and unable to move." I activated Inside Eye. Ferocious beast, desert venom scorpion. Level 15, its stats are even higher than the Night Wolf King. I dove down. Dragon claws clashed with pincers, down to a sliver of HP. Even though I was poisoned, my scales blocked most of the damage, and my relentless combo attacks had the scorpion shrieking in pain. I grabbed its tail and yanked hard. Re-rip. Pulled its stinger clean off. The beast tried to escape, but I predicted its movement and smacked it from above. Splat. Killed the desert venom scorpion. XP gained plus 70. Level up to 8. Got a gold perk. Master of Chaos. 15% chance to inflict confusion on target. I checked my panel. Level LV850120 XP. Keep the momentum going. I quickly hunted down another one. Finished the fight in 5 minutes. Killed a desert venom scorpion. XP plus 70. Level up to 9. Won a perk draw. The feeling of rapid leveling is just amazing. I swung my dragon claws excitedly for the draw. Congratulations. You got a gold perk. Infinite Devour Evolution. When I saw the new perk, I was a bit confused. Does this mean perks can evolve a second time? This evolved version not only keeps its original devouring ability, killing a target now has a random reward chance, which increased from 20% to 25%. I let out a delighted chuckle. I was over the moon. XP sources, come on out. Don't hide, I'm frantically searching the desert sky. Leng Yuyao shouted from behind.
Hey!
Xiaoyao, slow down. Don't fly so fast. I can't keep up. Just then I noticed something moving slowly beneath the sand ahead. There's something crawling under the surface. Quit hiding, time to die. I dive down. I'm at the sand and strike with my palm. I thought I could instantly kill it, but a number appeared. Desert Venom Scorpion. HP 2. I was stunned. Why did it only lose such a little HP this time? The ground shook violently. A creature over 20 meters in size. A massive shadow with a venomous mark on its head burst out from the sand. I was completely dumbfounded. Damn, it's a scorpion! What the hell, it's a scorpion. Leng Yuyo's face changed slightly. She quickly reminded me, be careful, Jiao. That's the Desert Scorpion King. Its poison is extremely powerful. Every inch of its skin is toxic. Absolutely do not attack recklessly. I check its info. This guy is level 23. That's 15 levels higher than me. Its 3 basic stats are almost in the triple digits. Looks like it's a tough one. But I'm even more excited now. If I kill you, will I instantly break through to level 10? I activate absolute penetration. Close my palms and tar through. Charge forward. Looking for death, my side HP 15. Enemy HP 5. The Scorpion King's strength is terrifying. Even with skills, I'm still at a disadvantage. But I won't retreat at all. Even if it means trading blood for blood, I still have the right to take away those 2 life-saving skills. With Chaos Master, the crazy collision keeps going. My side HP, 23. Enemy HP, 11. Finally, after relentless attacks, the gold entry triggers. Ding, triggered.
Chaos Master.
Target is now in a chaotic state. Finally triggered. I quickly exit the battle. Soar high into the sky. Ancestral Dragon bloodline furiously heals my wounds. Down below, the Scorpion King is confused. It's shaking crazily at thin air, and even ends up hitting itself by accident when the Desert Scorpion King's HP drops. Strike while he's down to finish him off. I circle behind him. Ancient Dragon Flame roars out. Burning effect stacks instantly. So hot, the king is burning alive. The Scorpion King screams as it breaks free from the chaos. I twitch my dragon mouth. Looks like attacks during chaos will break the effect. You tiny bug, I'm going to squash you. The Scorpion King goes completely berserk. Spits out a huge cloud of corrosive poison. Barely dodged it. Even the slightest ripple of that poison made my HP drop a lot. The Scorpion King's blade can't reach me. Suddenly, its gaze shifts. Looks toward Leng Yuyao in the distance. I've been focused on dealing with this guy. Didn't even realize there's another human here. That human must be this guy's beast master. Let me kill him first. It turns and charges. Rushes madly toward Leng Yuyao. You're out of your mind. How dare you try to hurt my Yao Yuo? I panic and unleash another blast of dragon flame. Leng Yuyao is about to be swallowed by the quicksand vortex. He shouts, Jiao Yao. Catch me. He jumps forward with all his strength. I dive over at top speed. Catch him steadily. Leng Yuyao wrapped her arms around my neck. Little demon, you're amazing. At this moment, the Scorpion King behind me was defeated in the flames. Its HP dropped to 0. Defeated Desert Scorpion King gained 144 EXP. Level up to 10. Received 1 draw attempt. The rewards that dropped are unbelievably generous. Sand Shadow Amulet. Secret Key. Skill Book. Before Sandstorm, I scanned the amulet with the Eye of Insight. Used Dodge Key to open the treasure. Skill books are basically legendary in the desert. I rubbed my claws together. Drew a gold keyword. Congratulations on obtaining a gold keyword. Partial Giantification. Local strengthening for 3 minutes. This ability feels a bit weird somehow. I calmed my thoughts. Checked my stats panel. After leveling up to 10, the system generously awarded 5 evolution points and 5 skill points. LV10 attack 70, defense 70, magic 60. Attributes doubled. At this moment, Leng Yuyao ran over. She hugged me tightly. Little demon, how are you? You're not hurt, right? I shook my head and handed him the beast box and secret key. Leng Yuyao was extremely delighted. Beast box, this is a key. I took the chance to absorb the beast box. My stats climbed a bit again. Leng Yuyao took a moment to calm down. She looked ahead with determination. Little demon, let's search this area quickly. See if there's any doors we can open. Or anything else. Little demon, let's search this area quickly. See if there's any doors we can open. Or anything else. Yuyao reminded. I nodded and flew up. Checked my skill tree while at it. First, I upgraded Dragon Claw tier. Raised it to level 2. The chances of triggering bleed doubled. Cooldown shortened. Then I unlocked the new skill, Dragon Blood Boil. This move feels designed just for me. Burn HP for attack. With the ancestral dragon bloodline's insane healing. I'm basically an engine on the battlefield. For the remaining points, I put all of them into scale defense and flight. Now my defense not only rebounds, it can also absorb damage and turn it into attack power. Flying, I took a few bites of roasted crab king meat. Surprisingly, it's really tasty. Devoured desert crab king meat. Gained stat boosts and awakening talent. Born solo. This talent is pretty good. Whoever attacks me in the future has a chance to get poisoned and bleed. After searching for a while, we finally found a cave entrance 100 meters southwest. Little demon, can you make this entrance bigger? I gave my wings a powerful flap, causing a gust. Cleared it out instantly. This is where we hunt. Little demon, let's go inside. Inside the cave, it's dead silent. No idea how long we walked. Suddenly, it opened up ahead. A massive stone gate stood towering in front. Little demon, we're here. This must be the place. Yao was about to step forward. I quickly sensed a murderous aura, darted in front to block him. Little demon, you mean there's something ahead? I nodded in reply. Sure enough, 4 red lights flashed fiercely in front of the gate. A giant wooden club crashed down with a whoosh. They're 2 level 25 half-orcs. One wields a club, one holds a shield. Thick-skinned, tough meat. Yao quickly retreated into the shield barrier. I unleashed Ancient Dragon Flame first, but the shield-wielding one reacted super fast. He blocked the fire totally. The other attacked me from behind, tossing his club. Nice job, little demon, keep it up. Little demon, finish off these 2 half-orcs, and I'll make you something delicious. Hearing about food, I got motivated instantly, lured. The club-wielding half-orc charged in with brute force. When he foolishly rammed into the stone wall and got stunned, I activated partial giantification right away. My right claw instantly enlarged several times, blocked out the sun. Yo watched from behind the pillar, totally stunned. Wow, that's a huge dragon claw. Little demon, when did you get such a skill? I slammed down with my giant hand. That half-orc actually resisted it with his belly. Though he wasn't instantly killed, he was still split open. The other half-orc got totally enraged, started wildly throwing stones. I enlarged my wings on the spot, like 2 thick shields covering my whole body. Little demon, look out. Dodge, that half-orc has gone berserk. No need, I swung my wings hard, bounced off the stones, charged up energy in my right claw again, smashed the half-dead one deep underground. Defeated half-orc, level up to 11. The other one went berserk too. I just activated Dragon Blood Boil. My HP started burning. Attack power shot up. Head to head, I'm not afraid. Just one encounter. That massive half-orc was instantly killed by me. Obtained half-orc beast core. Skill point +1. Evolution point +1. Battle over. I returned to my normal form. Weakly landed on the ground. Panting heavily, I slowly descended from the air. Big breaths. I was breathing heavily. This weakened state is really hard to bear. My stomach immediately went flat from hunger, seeing me deal with those 2 half-orcs. Leng Yuyao rushed over right away to check up. Little demon, how are you? Are you okay? I made a pitiful face, rubbed my belly. He smiled dotingly, patted my head and said, You're such a little foodie. You want to try the half-orc meat, huh? I nodded quickly. I've actually never tried half-orc meat before. Alright, you're the MVP today. Let me show you my cooking skills. Leng Yuyao skillfully took the most delicate parts from the half-orcs. the finest cuts. Started preparing steaks. While there's some downtime, my stamina gradually recovered. In my mind, the system drew another gold keyword. Congratulations on obtaining a gold keyword. Mega critical. 10% chance to double the damage. For every 10 beasts slain, critical rate increases by 5. The starting rate isn't that impressive, but the more you kill, soon you'll be landing critical hits every attack. I learned the Sandstorm skill book on the spot. In this desert environment, having multiple earth skills is definitely useful. Name: Zhang Nian. Race: Dragon. Level: LV11, Defense 105. Attack 95, Speed 30. Already has gold keywords. Ancestral Dragon Bloodline. Endless Devouring. Evolution runs fully through Ancient Dragon Rock Division. Partial Giantification, Mega Critical, and more. At this moment, the aroma of grilled meat wafted over. I was drooling from hunger. Leng Yuyao brought over a juicy and tender steak. Walked over, little demon. You must be hungry. I took the steak with tears in my eyes. Secretly vowed in my heart, I must reach level 15 soon. Undergo the second evolution. To surprise Yuyao. Devoured half-orc meat. EXP plus 29. Attack plus 24. Defense plus 31. Acquired talent. Ultra sensory smell LV3. Level up to LV12. Draw gold attribute. I excitedly swung my dragon claw. Congratulations, you got a gold attribute. Attribute fusion. Storage full 3 times. Gold attribute can be fused. Guaranteed attribute on combine. Mythic attribute. Mythic attribute. My heart skipped a beat. This is even more game-changing than a gold attribute. Ate and drank my fill. I stood up. Leng Yuyao is rested up as well. He picked me up. Holding that mysterious key, we approached the gate. Little demon, are you ready? I nodded firmly. Key into the slot. A click was heard. The gate slowly opened. But what lay beyond was completely unexpected. This isn't a treasure vault. It was a desolate and eerie ancient desert city. The door slammed shut behind us. No way back now. Little demon, we've entered the lost royal city. We must be extremely careful. Leng Yuyao cautiously scanned the surroundings. I stared intently at the distant desert throne. A powerful aura emanated from it. Sure enough, swirling sand gathered upon the throne, converging into the figure of a gray man, head lowered, exuding death energy.
Encountered hidden boss.
Desert Lord Ars. LV30, just as expected. Little demon, we found the hidden boss. Leng Yuyao looked serious. In his lost life, he entered a hidden dungeon too. He knows how terrifying these bosses can be. Be careful, little demon. Something's coming. Nabe slowly raised his head. A scepter suddenly appeared in his hand. Intruders will die. Little demon, I don't know much about this hidden boss. You really have to be careful. I'll try to analyze his weakness as quickly as possible. Leng Yuyao is searching for an observation spot in the back. I spread my wings and flew in front of Ars. Name: Ars. HP 500. Attack 201, Defense 244. Skills: Funeral of Slaying, Rebirth of Slaying, etc. I opened my mouth and fired a primordial dragonfire groundbreaker. But with a wave of his scepter, a wave of yellow energy appeared. Shockingly, it instantly transformed my fire into sand. I immediately equipped my assassin amulet to boost evasion. Ars's movements were bizarre. He instantly appeared at my left side. Careful, little demon. He's on your left. I barely dodged his scepter. I struck back with my dragon claw. But in that instant of collision, my dragon claw turned sandy brown, and then fully dissolved into scattered sand. HP 30 and ability to turn his body into sand. Luckily, I possess ancestral dragon bloodline. Just 3 seconds later, the lost dragon claw was fully restored. HP plus 30. Ars obviously had never seen a creature like this. He froze for a moment, then slammed the scepter into the ground. A vast sea of sand surged toward me. It would be a disaster if I got caught in it. I turned and flew away at top speed. Leng Yuyao stared intently at the sand sea. Suddenly, she shouted, "Little demon." There's a vortex point in the very center of the sand sea. That's the breakthrough spot. You have to attack that spot with all your might. You'll definitely be able to break the sand sea. Trust me. I suddenly stopped. I looked back. Sure enough, there was a tiny vortex there. Giant form cooldown is over. I instantly enlarged my right claw several times and activated Dragon Blood Boil at the same time. As my HP burned furiously, my attack power reached its peak. The moment the sand sea closed in, I slammed my giant claw fiercely at the vortex core. Alhi's HP 70. The sand sea dispersed. Taking advantage of my giant form, I launched a berserk charge. I get the privileges of Deprive and Confusion. As long as Master triggers just one, you're done for. Alhi's picked up the scepter from the ground
He charged forward.
and fought me hand to hand. His death transformation ability was still overpowered. But my ancestral dragon blood's recovery was no joke either. HP restored. After 33 seconds, my arm instantly regrew after death transformation. This directly activated Dragon Blood Boil's passive. Dragon Blood Boil. Everyone HP burned. Attack increases by 10, with terrifying attack buffs. I seized the chance. I slammed my palm at Alhi's head. He couldn't dodge in time. His head was directly sliced off. Alhi's HP 231. Seeing Alhi's head ripped off, Lang Yuyao excitedly shouted, "Little demon, you're amazing." But I didn't let my guard down in battle. I sent another palm to his abdomen. But before his body shattered, Alhi's fled backward in a bizarre pose. The sand around us began to swirl rapidly. He was using the sand to heal his wounds. Alhi's HP 100. I expected that. I snorted coldly and kept attacking. Alhi's used sand to block my vision. Furious, I spewed ancient magma, burning the desert. In that brief delay, his head had already regrown. Alhi's HP 5. So what if you recover? Taking advantage of my partial giant form, I launched indiscriminate attacks. Alhi's drew a massive sand hand and fought me head-on. After 5 or 6 exchanges, the magnetic bar effect triggered 4 times in a row. Full power deprived skill triggered. Death regeneration. Master of Confusion. Target is now confused. Dragon Claw Rend. Target is now bleeding. Scale Armor Defense. Partial damage reflected. I was ecstatic inside. 4 effects triggered consecutively. Perfect. Alhi's lost his regeneration ability. He swung his scepter wildly in his confusion. He even hurt himself.
His HP started to plummet.
I took the chance to sneak behind him. Ancient Dragon Magma hit Alhi's again. HP 119. With all these effects stacking, Alhi's was down to his last 100 HP. But I stayed on guard, because he still had 1 skill left. Form Shift.
Buzz.
Just as my partial giant form ended, Alhi's body began expanding wildly. He finally transformed into a giant sandworm. Ling Yuyao was shocked. Oh no, the hidden boss entered phase 2. Little demon, this is his second phase. I couldn't help but complain in my mind. This form is so honest. With a flap of my wings, I dodged his bite. He burrowed into the sand to try to ambush me. But using my super sense of smell, I instantly locked onto his location. Here, I dived down and landed a heavy strike. Alhi's only 50 HP left. Damn, my giant form just wore off. Alhi's dragged his broken half-body and burst out from the ground. Crazy HP Regan, 36. At that moment, good fortune struck. Billion-fold critical hit effect triggered. Double damage. Alhi's HP, 60, 10% chance. Finally triggered. Having more gold traits is just awesome. Ecstatic, I was stunned and fell from the sky. Little demon Lang Yuyao rushed over, catching me in her arms. Her eyes filled with both worry and joy. Little demon, you killed the hidden boss. You're my savior. Don't worry. After this dungeon run ends, I'll definitely make it up to you. I smiled in her arms. Silly, we did this together. Completed the hidden dungeon run. Title acquired. Lone Wanderer of the Desert. All stats plus 20. No longer affected by terrain. Mechanical sounds echoed through the ruins. I felt my EXP skyrocket. My level shot up from 12, gaining 3 levels in a row, breaking through directly to level 15. Second evolution unlocked. Evolution time, about 2 hours. Drowsiness hit me. I fell into a deep sleep. A beam of white light enveloped me. Lang Yuyao said with excitement. This is Little Demon's second evolution. He put up a protective shield, so I could evolve in peace. and searched the city for treasure. A short while later, Leng Yuyao happily found the hiding spot. "This is the crown of sand," he exclaimed. "This legendary treasure can command the spirit beasts of the desert." He then noticed the hourglasses nearby. "These are 10 hourglasses. Whoa! How is there high-level loot like this here?"
10 hourglasses.
"They possess the broken powers of time rewind and time acceleration. Their value is simply beyond measure." Leng Yuyao steadied his breathing and stored them along with the desert armor and anchor. "Put them all away. Nice, nice. What a huge windfall this time." He returned to my side. At this moment, I was wrapped in white light, turning into a huge egg. My shape was now even bigger than the sandworm from before. Liu looked at the giant egg, feeling both comforted and worried. "My God, that's huge." "Oh no, little demon. If you get this big, I won't be able to hold you anymore." Outside Juxiao Academy, during the 3 days I was in the dungeon, Teacher Su Xiaoyang was a nervous wreck. She waited at the ultimate dungeon entrance every day. 3 days flew by and she grew more anxious each day. Even martial arts Dean Lin would stop by and check in from time to time. Today, like always, he came to the entrance. He found that a crowd had gathered there. Martial arts Dean Lin was puzzled. "Why are you all gathered here? Is something important happening?" When everyone saw the dean, they quickly made way for him. They explained, "Today is Li Yixuan's dungeon run, so we all came to watch." "Yeah, that's right. I heard his spirit pet has already reached level 11, and it's super strong. I even fought him once. I couldn't even last 3 rounds before losing." Hearing their discussions, Wulin sighed thoughtfully. "This girl? She's just way too competitive." He knew deep down, Li Yixuan wanted to prove herself right now, although he felt she was a bit impatient. Having a spirit beast with divine-level phoenix bloodline does give her the potential to defeat enemies above her level. Under everyone's gaze, Li Yixuan proudly activated the ultimate dungeon. Before leaving, she even sneered at Leng Yuyao. She didn't expect you to be so unaware of your own abilities. The ultimate dungeon isn't something someone like you can challenge. As for our bet in a month, looks like you won't be able to make it after all. Meanwhile, inside the dungeon, I had entered the final 3 minutes of evolution. Yuo stood by the white light, her eyes filled with anticipation. She's curious to see what I'll look like after evolving. As time passed, the white egg surrounding me finally cracked open with a huge gap. Crack, crack. 3 seconds later, the white egg completely burst apart. I broke out of the shell. Yu Yao covered her mouth in surprise. "Wow, you're huge." "Xiao Yao, how did you get so big?" I was shocked by my own transformation too. Now my limbs were thick and powerful. My jet black scales had faint streaks of dark gold running through them. Sharp bony spikes rose along my back, and my size had increased, all the way up to 30 meters. I looked down at Yu Jiao and realized she looked tiny as an aunt to me. Whoa, I've gotten massive. When the evolution finished and I received my evolution points, I gained the innate ability size control. I couldn't wait to check my system panel. I was completely stunned. Name: Jiang race, dragon level, LV15. HP 999, defense 999. Magic 999, attack 999. Speed 999. These stats were insane. The base stats had all reached the current maximum limit. No wonder the dragon race is revered above all. These stats are just insane. Looks like if I want to keep getting stronger, I'll need Yu Yao to help me find rare materials to break through. Yu Yao checked my attributes too, and was absolutely astonished. Wow, those base stats. Xiao Yao, all your stats are maxed out at 999. That's just terrifying. She stared at me for a while, then suddenly pouted, looking a bit down. Xiao Yao, you're so big now. I can't even hug you anymore. When I heard that, I immediately used my size control ability, instantly shrinking back to my original size. Xiao Yao, you can really change your size at will? Wu Yao looked thrilled. I nodded. Being big is imposing. But if it means Yu Yao can hug me, being small isn't so bad either. Yu Yao hugged me excitedly. So close. All right. The dungeon's almost over. Xiao Yao, let's hurry and get out.